What's good, fight fans? Your Majesty speaking. So, as you guys know, it's fight week. Fundora versus Keith Thurman. And I'm excited, man. This is a fight that I feel has been drawn out for whatever reason. Keith Thurman pulled out, Fundora pulled out. And I think this was a fight that was supposed to happen last year, but I think Fundora pulled out with an injury. Now, just my suspicion, I don't think that it was an actual injury. I think it was financial reasons why they pulled out of that fight. But what do I know? However, I did want to say that Keith Thurman and Fundora came out with gloves is off, and I believe that that is what boxing is missing. It is missing the promotional part of things and getting people excited for these fights. And one of the things that did that to me or for me was All Access or HBO 24/7 when Floyd was fighting Gotti and De La Hoya, and the 24/7 was out. Those things would get me motivated. If not just for the fight, it would get me motivated to go to the gym. It would get me motivated to be active or whatever the case may be, as well as get me in the mood for the fight that's coming up. And so for me, I am one of those people who feel like these fighters nowadays, they don't know how to sell a fight. It's a lot of, social media here and unnecessary talking back and forth, and you don't know who's fighting who next, and you will hear this person versus this person today, and then it's a totally different fight tomorrow. And to me, I think that's something that's actually watering down the sport. So I wanted to give credence to something that I believe uplifts the sport and kind of gets people excited and gives the background and all of this other stuff and shows the training montages and things like this so that you can actually get excited for the fight. Now, Fundor is one of the people who I happen to like a lot. I think he's only getting better, especially from seeing him around the time that he fought like Erickson Lubin to losing to Brian Mendoza, and up until now, I think he's gotten a lot better. He's learned how to use his range a lot better. He used to be just an inside fighter, but now he kind of mixes it up a little more. And I think he's getting better. So I did want to watch and react to this. The gloves is off, I believe is what it's called, and pretty much point out a few things that I see or, you know, react to it or whatever the case may be. So without further ado, let's get into it.
For a fighter, the ring is the jungle to the lion. It's the space where you know you belong. Being raised
That's old
here,
one time right there.
my single mother, learning how to box from my trainer, Ben Getty. He was the head janitor of the elementary school. One can reflect and say you were the unified welterweight champion, you packed out the MGM Grand. Yeah, they could still throw me in the Hall of Fame as is. But something in my heart, something in my gut.
They can throw him in the Hall of Fame as is. I don't think Keith Thurman has done enough to be a Hall of Famer. When I look at it, I look at people like Timothy Bradley, who made it in the Hall of Fame, but he was also a multiple division world champion, if I'm not mistaken. They both have Manny Pacquiao on their resume, but I just don't think Keith has done enough to say that he is a Hall of Famer, especially if Sean Porter is not a Hall of Famer. I believe that Sean Porter makes it in before Keith Thurman, even though Thurman was unified. I think Porter's resume puts him in a better position, as well as being a two-time welterweight champion. I think it puts him in a better position. I don't know if I can say that Keith Thurman is a Hall of Famer. To be honest, it's hard to even say that Errol Spence is a Hall of Famer, but I would put Earl in there before Keith Thurman.
But something in my soul says the story's not over.
Yeah, you got to do more, brother.
No matter if the boy's 6'6", 6'7", he can't stop me. March 28th, Fundora versus Thurman for the WBC light middleweight title. Fundora doesn't know what's about to hit him.
Keith, your ass is broke up, Keith.
Just did.
Keith, your ass is broke down, Keith. Keith can barely get through a training camp without getting injured.
It only raises doubts.
No doubt about it. He's looked at the calendar of his life, and he knows that he only has so many special years left.
His head flat as shit in the back, too.
Bring affection. It brings questions. It breeds suspicion.
I feel like there's a lot at stake for Keith Thurman.
Keith, one-time Thurman, once a unified welterweight champion, marching towards the Hall of Fame, seemed destined for greatness.
I don't know if y'all peeped that or not, but did you notice how high he had the bag? That's good work
with more questions
to make sure you training on the target. Look at how high he got the bag.
Not as the rising star.
Another thing that I notice is, and this could just be based off of what I'm just saying, it's just the first thing that popped in my mind. It looks like Keith is training to try to land overhand right like Brian Mendoza did. But I think this is good preparation to move the bag up higher and be able to, because Fundora is not your average boxer that's 154 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, normally you got guys that's 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". They normally in the heavyweight division. So the fact that he's training and working on, and it's funny because when I seen Lubin training for Fundora, when I seen Tim Tszyu training for Fundora, I never seen them raise the bag. And that's just my observation. I could be wrong, honestly, but that's just something that I peeped that I like to see when people train for what they're going to be, facing on the night of the fight. So that's good shit. I don't know if Fundora is.
I want another title. I want to stand as a.
I think Fundora is a lot better than he was versus Brian Mendoza. So I don't know if that's going to work or not.
I have 31 wins on my belt, 1 loss to the legend himself, Manny Pacquiao. Real champions beat champions. I have the desire to be champion of the world once again, to continue the legacy of Keith one-time Thurman. It's simple. Put respect on the name.
I do agree with that. I definitely agree with what he said as far as real champions beat champions. Too often, guys win vacant belts or they get elevated from interim champion to become the champion. And to me, I think it is a detriment to a champion who has never been a champion, but then they first opportunity to win a world champion, they can't win it. It's almost like it's a participation award at that point. And so I'm one of those people that feel like in order to win the belt, you at least got to fight for it. Even if the guy was a champion before and vacated it, you at least got to fight the number one guy to be able to call yourself a champion, in my opinion. Now, a lot of these guys are elevated and they running around here acting like they the best thing since sliced bread, and you ain't beat nobody yet.
But boxing isn't known for making things easy.
Look at Clark Kent. Clark Kent Fundora.
The reigning unified super welterweight champion.
Sebastian Fundora, he's a fighting champion.
For those that don't know why I call him Clark Kent, right? If you look at him in press conferences, in weigh-ins, and whatever the fuck you see him at, he got his little glasses on. He looked like a straight nerd. He looked like, you know, like he won't harm a fly. And then he go in that phone booth, he pull that cape off, and he turn into Superman. Clark Kent Fundora. Don't y'all be stealing my name, acting like y'all made it up. I know some of y'all think because I'm a small channel, y'all will see my shit and then steal the name. And because your channel bigger, you will run with it. That's my shit. Clark Kent Fundora, Scarface Benavidez. Don't steal my shit. Those are all my shits.
154 pounder in the world today.
He is 6'6", a storm in gloves.
Man, don't even look real, bro.
Outside the ring and merciless inside it.
Fundora is just on a mean streak right now, and he's out there bullying fighters now.
He doesn't outpoint his opponents. He overwhelms them. He leaves them broken. Fundora isn't here to hand out second chances.
It's them quiet ones that got that mean streak. I'm telling you.
The world remembers his name through violence.
We all want the same thing. He wants to come in there and break my face and take my title and embarrass me that night in front of everybody, in front of all my fans, in front of all my family. Why can't I do the same thing?
Look at that. Hold on. Hey, hold on. What? Look at his face. He said, "Fucking." Hey, look, Fundora is like that, bro. Fundora is like that.
What's going to prevail?
Fundora is tough, bro. I fuck with Clark Kent, yeah.
Matchup stylistically.
Has the world been wrong to forget Keith Thurman? Or is Sebastian Fundora someone we will never forget?
His only downfall that I see is two. I think he blind. I think he blind as a bet, honestly. And I think he liked to fight almost too much, where it could put him in a position where he liked to fight almost too much, where it could put him in a position where he getting clipped with an overhand right, or getting clipped with some shit he don't see. But I don't know. I fuck with Clark Kent, young. I fuck with him. Oh fuck no. He gonna fuck Keith Thurman up.
Which is good.
Hold on. He gonna fuck Keith Thurman up. This man got on military boots. Look at the glasses, bro. If you telling me this ain't Clark Kent, bro, nigga got the military boots on, bro. He about to beat the fuck out of Keith Thurman.
That's what he's known for. That's why they bring him out over and over. How I speak is inside the ring with my hands. I know this is entertainment, but when we go inside the ring and punch each other in the face and break each other's faces, isn't that enough entertainment?
See, Clark Kent say, I don't gotta do all that talking.
I'm the world champion.
I'm gonna beat that ass, and that's gonna do the talking for me.
Ones you have to watch out
for sure.
Polite and respectful isn't the usual MO in the fight game. But Sebastian Fundora didn't go to the Floyd Mayweather or Keith Thurman school of trash talk. He takes after his father and trainer, Freddie Fundora. Old school, discipline. They work year-round, beat whoever is put in front of them, collect belts, defend belts, rinse, repeat. Their logic is simple. The fans will come as the wins pile up.
The last guy we fought had a whole country behind him, Australia. And beating him, we had those eyes on us. I think with Thurman having that past career, having all those fans, them watching us to watch him, I will grab those people as well.
And I agree with that. I said the same thing to Shakur. Like, people gonna say what they want to say, bro. People gonna have their own opinions. People gonna say what the fuck they want to say. But when what really matters, and for somebody like Shakur and even Clark Kent Fundora, they can take a page out of Bud book. If you that good, eventually your talent going to show, and people not gonna have a choice but to pay attention. So that's one of the things that I hate about Shakur Stevenson, is that he get caught up in, what these people saying. And in reality, bro, it really don't matter, because if you look at the Cam and Mace, he was saying, oh, you boring. If you really want to show me something, fight Teofimo and he'll knock your head to Irvington. Direct quote. But then as soon as Shakur went in there and spanked Teofimo, now all of a sudden they got the utmost respect for you. And so in reality, you ain't got to go back and forth with these people, bro. You ain't got to worry about what they talking about. All you got to do is go in there and win. You know what I'm saying? And if Floyd Mayweather hadn't shown you that, and a lot of these other people who went undefeated ain't showing you that, then it ain't even really, you know what I'm saying? Like in reality, Clark Kent ain't got to do none of that shit. All he got to do is go in there. You already setting yourself apart just off of the simple fact that you 6'5", 6'6", at 154 pounds. All you gotta do is keep whipping ass, and eventually you don't have a choice but to stand out.
That last guy he fought, none other than Tim Tszyu. The rematch this summer showed exactly what Fundora has to sell. Violence. Simple as that.
Turning to Superman. There you go.
First round, I saw the overhand left land and drop him.
Look at that shit. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, look. And it's long and looping too.
Sealed for me. You are just another fighter to me. We're gonna get rid of you.
Gonna get rid. Hey, look, I fuck with Fundora. Y'all can talk all that shit. This. Do you know what? I would love to see him fight Boots.
The fight was far from finished. Tim Tszyu.
I would love to see him fight Boots.
Got to credit Tim Tszyu's heart here. What followed was 6 more rounds of punishing exchange.
And see, that right there is what I think Keith working on, because he is susceptible to these big rights. Because for me, I think he blind. I don't think he see a lot of that stuff coming, but he got a decent chin. And so while I can see Keith landing something, I don't know if Keith got enough pop. I mean, yeah, he was one time at 47, but it's a different division. I listen. I hope that's not all Keith planning to do. I hope he got an actual game plan, and maybe it's a stick and move for a few rounds, and you know, whatever the case may be. But I hope trying to land this right hand all night ain't the only thing he coming with.
The kind of fight Sebastian Fundora relishes. Forced into adversity, he showed his usual grit and resolve, answering every challenge with calm brutality.
Both guys have a lot of pride.
So that right hand landing.
Passion and this.
Good left hook.
Once again, Fundora proved too much for his opponent.
Yeah, it's like
the fight ended when Tim Tszyu couldn't answer the bell for the 8th round.
It's over. The fight is done. Sebastian Fundora retains his belt. The towering Inferno, Sebastian.
Not for a second was I worried in that fight.
So he wasn't worried.
No, I didn't feel the first one either.
Damn.
You guys don't believe me. You guys made it a second one to prove a point, and I proved mine.
He's one tough motherfucker.
Hey, Seabass. Hey, Seabass not playing with these people, young. Hey, Sebastian not playing with these people, and that's all I know. And listen, if you coming in here at 154, I don't care if you Boots, I don't care if you Virgil, that man gonna be a problem, bro. He gonna be a problem. He for sure gonna be a problem. For sure, young. He for shit sure gonna be a problem. I'm gonna watch a little bit of this Keith, and then I'm gonna end this video.
Have a few links attached to it, like our uppercut bag. We gotta take them down, get this as tall as it can be. We gotta throw that fast pitch at them, you know?
See, that's what I thought. I thought that they got it high. That's good shit. Now, like I said, I hope
for Fundora, I've only
this
been
is not
practicing low blows. It's our secret weapon. My bust his kneecaps, you know. Obviously his chin is going to be at a height that's a little different too. It's forcing me to reach up top, open up my hooks, just get accustomed to different tactics. You guys remember the old boxing pictures where it looked like this? The left hand was always higher than the right hand. I'm almost getting into the old Queensberry, an old school boxing match here. Because I don't care how tall he is. He's not going to beat me.
Keith, you gonna whoop your ass, Keith. I'm sorry,
I
Keith.
asked if the doctors can extend my reach. They said no.
Keith, chill out with the corny ass jokes, Keith. Shit's trash.
There's a lot of tension. There's a lot of seriousness in boxing and leading up to a fight. But if you love boxing, there should be some fun in it too, right? To be back doing what I love to do. It's the moment I've been waiting for since 2019. A new title shot. I just love the sound of it all.
Damn, it's been that long?
No.
Sheesh.
Drop it. Thank you.
For Keith Thurman, his trajectory and that of his opponent feel inextricably linked. After all, it was Thurman's misfortune in March of last year that opened the door to Fundora's rapid rise.
There wasn't a lot of good highlights pulling out of the Tim Tszyu fight. Bicep tendon popped in the 11th round of sparring on the Saturday of sparring, exactly 2 weeks before fight night. But I was doing this in the mirror. And when I didn't see that bicep move, I knew I was.
See, that's my fear with Keith Thurman. He like the Anthony Davis of boxing, bro. Like the dude, if you look at him too hard, he get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, we got to keep our hands and fingers crossed, and you hope that Keith Thurman even make it in the ring Saturday night, because we'll fuck around and look up and it'll be Wednesday, the day of the press conference, or Thursday, or whatever the case may be, the day of media day, and they telling us the fight has been postponed again. So you know what? I'm a hold back from being excited until these motherfuckers at least get to the weigh-in.
Screwed. The surgery was already done by the time the fight was done. And I watched, Tim Tszyu take his first defeat of his career, knowing that was supposed to be me on that night.
Keith might fuck around and get hurt running.
I don't wish this upon any fighter. I was coming off of my surgery, and every time they looked at me, all they saw was a question mark. Can he get to the finish line? Is he gonna break down? Is he at that stage of his career? Stop with these questions. Stop questioning me and who I am and what I'm capable of doing.
Keith,
after years of
we can't help but question you, bro, because that's all you gave us the past 6-7 years was questions about whether you gonna make it to the ring or not. Questions about whether you gonna get hurt in sparring. Questions about a lot of shit. And then you came back and fought. What was it? It was Brock Jarvis or some shit, and like. Who, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to try to shit on nobody, because people get in that ring and risk their lives. So, but Keith, you give us nothing but the opportunity to ask questions about how good you are. No different than Earl Spence. We're questioning if he still got it, if he should retire, based on what he's shown us. He ain't fought in 3 years for God knows what reason. You ain't fought for real. Why wouldn't we question you?
Facts and circumstance, Keith Thurman took matters into his own hands, traveling to Australia to make a statement the world couldn't ignore.
I got back in the ring. Here I am leading the show.
All right, gentlemen, you got your instructions in. You got your instructions.
Back doing what I love to do.
Thurman is poised. And here he comes.
Oh! Certain people
uppercut
gave me a
was
lot of
sharp.
credit. Man, you just look so great in there against Brock.
Thurman
he punched through the target too, like Thurman.
3 years of inactivity, you didn't skip a beat.
It's like he never left. Thurman the Great.
I know where I belong. Versus the best in the world. And I have an opportunity here and now to elevate myself back to world champion status. They only want me to fight a giant.
Keith.
They only want me to fight a living, breathing, walking mountain of a man. But I'm willing to do it. And for some reason, every cell in my body says, you've been waiting to do it. This is what you need to do.
For hardworking Americans, access to credit is their ticket to participate.
Keith, what are we talking about, Keith? I don't know who told Keith he was a comedian or that he should be making these weird ass jokes. But whoever told him that shit need to go back and retell him that don't do that shit no more. Cause I don't know what the fuck Keith was
doing. The game came out.
Playing that Undisputed.
It's definitely cool. It's definitely
which
cool.
they
A lot of people
fucking
were
stopped
saying that we're the best character in the game.
making the
I'll take
game
it.
better, man.
They sent me them playing the game, them winning of the game. I
He
think
is
there's
a cheat
ranking
code in
system
this
the
game, bro.
And they said now picking my character, the rank's finally going up. So that's pretty
And
cool.
they got him
A lot
stopping
of people
Bud
are like, oh,
ass.
dang, you made it, man. But I don't know. I guess I'm getting used to these things. I'm still amazed by it, you know, having people all around the world messaging me or telling me that they look up to me because of my style or what I am or how I act. It's all nice things. You
Like
know,
a cold
I don't know.
tech nerd, bro.
I'm still learning how to play this game. This is something different, you know. So video games are fun, but it's not the same thing as no matter how close they get, it won't be the same thing, you know. I used to play a lot more video games and with our brothers around, but now we're all adults, so.
All right, I don't care about the
We got
video
job.
game shit. Let me see what else they talking about.
Fire, a flame, it flickers. To me, that's his output. I'm stepping into the fire, and I have faith that I'm gonna come out unscathed. Personally, I like the kid. I respect him, but I still gotta
That man
say what
climbing
I gotta
rope.
say.
Old school
What's different
shit,
about
bro.
Keith Thurman, I'm gonna bring forth all of my knowledge, my wisdom, to establish myself as being the dominant factor in this fight. Timber! He's a fighter. He signed the contract. He's willing to go toe-to-toe, blow for blow. But it's a mistake. He doesn't even know what he's committed to. What I've been doing for the past 30 years, it's craftsmanship. It's
funny, Eric.
Saturday night, you don't got no plans? I got something for you. Go to Amazon Prime, baby. And come March 28th, it's Mona Lisa. I'm gonna paint a masterpiece.
Hey.
One more time. Let's go, baby. Greatness.
All right.
One time.
So, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like when you have, to me, Keith Thurman corny as shit. Like I don't think he's the guy that sell tickets. So to me, when you got a corny dude and you got a dude that don't talk much, I think that's where it's on the producers and of these shows to kind of bring out a side of them that the fans can relate to. I don't think they captured that well in this first episode. Because like I said, to be honest, these are really the only things we have to kind of hype fights nowadays, because most of these guys don't know how to hype the fight, how to get people excited. The days of Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather, you know, those dudes are gone. If you don't have like a built-in hype around you, like somebody like Canelo or Tank, you know, I don't know, but they got to do better for me, because to me, I like this. Did not make me say, you know what, I'm gonna go to the gym. And to me, that's what these things are supposed to do. They're supposed to motivate you. They're supposed to inspire you and have you excited and ready to see the fight. And to me, I don't think they did a great job with that. But however, I think Fundora gonna beat the shit out of Keith Thurman and he might even stop him. He might stop him if we even get to the ring. So we'll see how that plays out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know who y'all think who y'all think gonna win the fight. If y'all think it's going to be a stoppage, if y'all think it's going to decision, let me know. Also, hit the like button, and the subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I drop future videos. Also, if you have not followed my social media channels, please do so. They are in front of you. And until next time.